Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We are here to talk about the next 100x industry within crypto. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Decentralized science, you guys, is something that is larger than most people's brains can comprehend. That is where we come in. We are here as those investors, as the DeSci SHILLERS, in order to break the complicated subject down to explain it to people as they enter into this space. People label it a scam, people label it a Ponzi, people label it a wasted effort, a wasted allocation of capital. I've even seen it. They are all dead wrong, and it's quite funny to me to see it. Knowing what I know about the industry, I am very confident in saying we are headed to $200 billion in market cap. We all have a role to play, and our role here today is to go over what's going on and go over the latest updates in decentralized science. So hopefully you guys are as hyped up as I am to see some of the news that have come out over the last couple of days, and specifically the last couple of hours as it pertains to the crypto markets. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Happy to see you in here. Zach, what's good? Stare, what's good? Beagle, how's it going? Smart Money, good morning. MJ, good morning. MK, good morning. ZIE, ZAEE, don't know how to pronounce that, so I'm not even going to attempt it, but good morning nonetheless. Martian, good morning. Johnny's even here. Beagle, I think I already said good morning to you, Beagle. Oh man, no, good afternoon, good evening, FRK, good morning, Tank, Landon, Avanish, Spectruth, David, happy to have all of you guys in here. I'm hyped up. I took a stimulant today, so I'm extra hyped up. I feel like I can do everything. I can do it all at once. I am artificial intelligence in my brain right now, and quite literally, actually. What would it be considered as taking a stimulant? Is that like, that would be organic intelligence, enhanced intelligence? Am I organically enhanced intelligence? I don't know, probably, but let's get into it. So currently speaking, decentralized science is up only 0.3%. We are down below a $2 billion market cap. You guys remember 3 months ago when we were down below a $400 million market cap? So I understand that the market seems pretty bloody right now. Maybe not today. Everyone's portfolio should be bouncing a little bit, with Bio up 10%, Yes No, Error up 22%, Axon up 41%. We should be seeing a little bit of a bounce back in your portfolios. Let's go. We are so back, Zaj. We are so back. Thank you for that 1500 ISK. It is all going to charity. Everything I make on this channel is going to charity because, well, I feel bad for having a Diddy membership in the channel, so I just am putting all the money into charity. Scooped some more Dynex yesterday. Same, Johnny. That is a daily occurrence for me. Let's go ahead and look at the state of the market. So Axon's up 41% on news that they are acquiring some NVIDIA chips or NVIDIA processors in order to make everything more powerful for them. We also have Not Defi Hellman, which I'm pretty sure is something related to quantum computing. So that's pretty interesting. A $3.5 million market cap, up 33%. We have Oncology Network, ONC, not to be confused with UNC. You can actually see a lot of these projects are newer projects, which we have not really covered too much of. So Yes No Error, we'll talk a lot about that one today, up 100% in the last 7 days at $90 million market cap. Pay close attention to this one and just watch it. Just watch carefully. It's got something to do with artificial intelligence and decentralized science, so stay tuned on that one. As you guys come into the live stream, please do hit that thumbs up button. We go live Monday through Friday, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I want to see some W's in the chat for Zaj here, please. Come on, let's show the man some support. Thank you for that donation. Can I pin it? No, I can't. It's funny, I can't pin it, but I can put you in timeout for that donation. A lot of cool things going on. We got HairDAO up 18%. We have Noble Blocks up 17%. We'll talk about why in just a moment. Noble Blocks about to be the #1 most used DeSci project in the entire market. Funny enough. We got Euro up a nice 17%. Thank God that thing was not holding up too beautifully. We got Riff, which was actually the one not holding up too beautifully, up 11%. Everything's doing pretty good. What's holding us down though? Why is it that we only up 0.3%? Well, we have Cynet down 47%. We have DNA up down 27%. We have ARXIV down 19%. Solve down 10%. We have Senku down 8%. Senku being one of the AI agents on virtuals that is in decentralized science. I really would have loved if they would get back to me on, or no, CoinGecko. If we could get Bill up here, I'd really love that, but so be it. Beggars can't be choosers, I guess. We got R3D, the robotics play, down 8%. I have a little bit too much money in here for this thing to be down 26% on a weekly basis. How is DeSci doing? DeSci down 10%. The DeSci, the SUI DeSci agents, I have a lot of conviction in that thing. I think it's going to do really, really well. Why don't DeSci projects use Pink Sale instead of Juicebox? Really good question. And I'm actually going to open this up for the first interaction explicitly with the live stream because someone from Juicebox reached out to me today actually asking how they could improve their platform and reasons why. Because we're seeing a lot of DeSci projects go to Juicebox like Aleda, like Biohacker, like Erectus, like Hydra, right? A lot of bio protocol or a lot of DeSci projects are using Juicebox. And so they know that I'm a prominent figure in decentralized science, as I've been one of the only people talking about it for an extended period of time here. They're curious what they could do to better the platform. And I'm curious what you guys think. If everyone could go ahead in their comments. I know most of you guys have partaken in it, especially with the recent launch of Biohacker. Biohacker was an ongoing raise for a very long time, and they have finally launched here today. We'll be looking at it because the chart's actually looking pretty beautiful. Let's go ahead and look at it while we're here. Down 35% on the day, but that's quite all right, guys, because it has rebounded a lot. So anyone who's been able to scoop up some of this thing while it's been down here, somebody came in and actually bought, what is that, like $25,000 worth of Biohacker. The supply is very small. And the market cap is very, very small. That's actually crazy. It's only $400,000 market cap. Biohacker has a lot of followers on X, some good social engagement, but you can tell that they have been attacked by bots in the past. I don't think Biohacker has actually purchased any botted stuff. I'm pretty sure this is all from organic reach. It's just that some of their stuff has been attacked by bots, meaning their numbers are a little bit skewed, but that's quite all right. Can you guys tell? It was probably Hamsum. Honestly, Talker, it was probably Hamsum. Which, we also need to talk about Hamsum a little bit. Anyone who's been in the Bill Telegram chat, the AI agent Bill Nye, the DeSci agent that I co-created with my girlfriend and a slew of community members here building the project out, which is absolutely beautiful to see in real time. True community-led project, which you guys have no idea what's coming for that thing. I took the stimulant today, so you guys can probably tell I'm a little bit overhyped with everything, but it's for good reason. Truly, truly, I wish I could explain everything that's being cooked for this agent Bill, but I cannot. I have to wait and roll it out slowly in coordination with everyone else who's involved, because it's not fair if I just come in here and start shilling everything to you guys. But we do need to talk about Hamsum because he got villainized for selling part of his Bill position, and it's important that you guys understand that he was helping you by selling. Not just because he pushed the price down a little bit. I mean, he also had pumped the price up a little bit, so it's like it's his to do whatever he wants with it. But and we'll get into a little bit more towards the end of the live stream, as we do every live stream, the points that we get as locked members in the Bill Nye project for the the creator bid airdrop are based on the volume that each token has. So him buying and selling like that helps you get more points for the creator bid airdrop. So let's not villainize the man for helping us. He also contributed to Bill's treasury, which has over 8 Ethereum in it, which is nuts. Where's the new background? I was looking at it before I went live and I didn't really like how it looked. I'll show it to you guys because why not? But I kind of want to redo it and make it a little bit better. I wanted the chat here above my head to kind of like blend into the Dynex logo, so I'm not super happy with how it looks. It's not bad, but it's not great, and I kind of want it to be great. So we're back to this one until I can make it as good as it possibly can be. Today might be the day, given that I'm on a stimulant, and I literally feel like I can do it all, baby. I can do it all. Why am I not following DeSci Asia? What the hell, man? Speaking of not following, if you guys are not following me, that investor, you should be. If you're interested in making money in crypto and you're interested in decentralized science at all, we go live Monday through Friday, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to talk about decentralized science and the broader crypto market. Today, Bitcoin is bouncing and Bitcoin dominance is chilling out a little bit due to the PPI report that came out. PPI is the Producer Price Index, aka inflation for producers rather than consumers, not to be mistaken with the CPI index. We're going to talk about that in a bit. I just want to go through some of the things I bookmarked up here to talk to you guys and explain what's happening in decentralized science, because a lot is going on and we have some pretty important figures that while they may not have great influence over the market, they do have influence over the development of what goes on in the market. So that's even more important if you are bullish. Why not replace the purple crypto above your head with Dynex? The Dynex logo. I could just do that, but this is kind of like the overlay that I currently have keeping me in this box right here is, in my opinion, a little bit reminiscent of streamers back like 4 years ago. So I kind of want to give a whole update to the feel and look of the live stream. Don't get me wrong, I really do enjoy it and it served its purpose for a very long time, but it kind of just feels childish, if I could. What are your thoughts on Biohacker? I like Biohacker. I do. I really do. I've talked to MGoes, who's behind Biohacker, quite a few times. He's a prominent figure in the space. They're very connected, and they've even had the opportunity to shill this to Brian Johnson. Brian Johnson being what feels like the OG Biohacker. So I think it'll be really good over time. It's just super small. I did scoop some months ago, and so I'm happy to see them launch. I obviously wish I had bought more, but it's quite all right. Yeah, that's always what you want. Pay close attention to what I'm saying right here. Okay, this is important. In investing, you should always, always, always aim for the feeling of, damn, I wish I bought more, because that's the sign of a good investment. You never know what's going to be a good investment with 100% certainty. You should have pretty high levels of conviction when you enter into positions, but you never know with 100% certainty, especially with these pre-sales, if it's going to be a damn, why did I do that? Or a damn, I should have bought more. You always want it to be a damn, I should have bought more. So if you're feeling that feeling, be proud. Take a second and pat yourself on the back. Okay? Truly. Really do. Not doubling the supply on every purchase is a good start. I agree, Zach. I have some pretty choice words to share with Juicebox. I think they're a good platform, and they're trying to balance between the raisers and the investors, right? You need to balance that harmony between the two. Why is Hack getting killed? I don't know, SpecTruth. I don't know. Really don't know. I think Hack is a good project. They just probably are slowing down with stuff. If anyone's over on X, please, please, please say something so I can see that you are on the live stream. What was the pre-sale price per token while Biohacker was in pre-sale? I don't exactly remember, but I believe it was down below. No, I think it was around $2. I could be mistaken, but I believe it was around $2. So them launching up at $11 is pretty crazy. And then it spiked and then dropped. We got that. It's the same with a lot of pre-sales, guys. It's the same pattern over and over again. You get that pop, you get that drop, and then you get that lock. If you didn't get in on the pre-sale for stuff, you want to wait for that pop, drop, and lock it, right? When it locks is when you get in. That's when you get in if you didn't get in on the pre-sale, or if you feel that the amount that you got was less than you were hoping to get into. Let's go to Dex Tools, and then let's refocus on what the agenda was for today. I didn't tell any of you guys, but I did push the live stream out a lot. The DeSci SHILLERS chat is starting to pop off again because I posted that link out there. So if you guys could all do me a favor today and be active in the DeSci SHILLERS chat, that would be super appreciative. DeFi Summer over on X, can you elaborate on Noble as mentioned earlier? Without a doubt, DeFi Summer. I would love to. I'm going to look at Bio first, and then we'll get into the agenda for the day. So Bio protocol. They are the largest DeSci project in the market, and they have not had the smoothest of launches, but that is because they launched at nearly a 50x from where they were doing the pre-sale at. So everyone who got in with us throughout the accordance of like 3 or 4 months of us waiting for this, we honestly have been waiting about a year for this thing to have launched. And so for it to have launched, it's not a $6 million market cap. Oh, this is on Solana. Let's go to the bio on Ethereum because that's going to be more representative of the actual market cap. So for them, we got in at $85 million market cap. So for them to have launched at over a $2 billion market cap up here at 90 cents was crazy, but it's the same exact thing playing out. We got a pop, we're getting a drop. This is the hourly chart, so it might be better to see it on the daily chart, right? Just because this is what you're seeing does not make something a failed launch or a scam, right? We get that pop, we get that drop, and we're waiting for the lock. Whenever that lock comes in, I think Bio is something you need to be holding in your portfolio. It is like an index fund for all of the Bio protocol DAOs. And they are consistently launching more and more and more. Every time they launch a Bio protocol DAO, from now on out, some Bio will be taken out of circulation, and the underlying fair value of what's in this little portfolio of a DAO goes up in value. So this is a blue chip in decentralized science. I know they're getting some flack because it's going down a lot, but let's be real, none of you guys are probably down on this thing. If you're down on this thing, you're just not paying close enough attention, which is okay, but change it. Make a change. Make a change, goddammit. Learn from your mistakes if you lost any money. Z, that's every AI token, isn't it? I don't know what that means. Except in crypto, when you say that, the token, the tanks, lol. What is the pre-sale price? My issue is when I sell before getting dumped on for pre-sales. I hear you. I have some good news. All right, MJ, let's hit us with the good news. I'm hoping it's as it pertains to Noble. God damn, why am I like pretending to use advanced vocabulary? I have a lot of stuff to do. I took the weekend for some personal relationship stuff, and yesterday I got hit with a complete wave of inability to do anything. Especially after the live stream, I was just overwhelmed. So today, took a stimulant. I'm going to be go, because we got a lot of things cooking. And a lot of things need to fall in the right shape right now in order for us to have success. It's hard. That's a hard drop, though. Almost like no one has faith. Patrick has totally a failed launch. It's 5x under launch. What are you saying, Steve? Are you talking about Bio, Steve? That's a hard drop, though, almost like no one had faith. Patrick, that's totally a failed launch. It's 5x under launch. Are you talking about Bio? 80 cents down to 40 cents? So it needs to do a 100x to get back up. That would be not a failed launch, in my humbled opinion. The hype, right? If you could see the pre-market stuff, it's a buy the rumor, sell the news. I don't know if we can see the pre-launch chart anywhere, but you got to remember it's sitting currently at a $1.36 billion market cap, okay? 1.36. Let's get a calculator out. And then I'm ignoring all the questions because I need to go talk about what we need to talk about. But it's sitting at a 1.136000000, 100,000 million billion. Divide this by 85 million. We're up 16x, anyone who got in on that pre-sale. A 16x, okay? So if you go down a 16x, what would this be in terms of percents? A 10x would be 90, and then an extra 5x would be 95% lower, right? Somewhere around there. So if you go down from its current price, 90%, that's even more, 95% is about where we got in. So the chart on this thing looks like this. And then it's got a little bit of a pullback. Okay? I understand that this pullback is a lot of pain for some people, but this thing could truly fall like this and then build support and then go up, and it would still be a very successful launch. But let's get into stuff we want to talk about today, because there's a lot of things going on in the market and it's important that we are all up to date on it. So number one, Biohacker went live today. The Biohacker pre-sale was ongoing for a very long time. It's super small, but a lot of us got into it. And so it's nice to see a good, successful launch here. It's at $7.50. The pre-sale was at around $2. So that is a success. We also see Bionic DAO partnering with Genomes DAO. If you guys are not aware, Genomes DAO also recently announced that they're going to be creating a BitTensor subnet for genetic data. So now we're seeing DeSci on BitTensor, which is super good and is going to bring in a lot of fresh eyes into the space. So congrats to Bionic DAO and Genomes for collaborating and partnering here. Very cool. Very cool. We also are seeing the person behind Yes No Error, which is up a good amount here today, an agent within decentralized science that is here specific towards peer reviewing, right? We can go to their website and get a good idea of what's going on here. So they got the contract address. It was a pump.fund contract, which is why I didn't really get into it at all. But the official partners are Research Hub, Open Campus, and now Bio. So they're clearly making some big waves. They are going through peer-reviewed papers and they're trying to look for errors in the research. So it's OpenAI's O1 model. So it's a wrapped version of OpenAI, but again, most of technology is just wrapped versions of stuff. It's actually very cool to see. They're up at a $90 million market cap. This is something I would pay close attention to. And yeah, not only because it's got a token, but because of the value it's going to be providing in the landscape of academia. This is something that's going to be adopted rapidly. And I would pay close attention to it. And that's all I will say for that. It's just cool. Adam Draper is texting Mark Andreessen, the original inspiration for the project, to see if they can get together on a podcast to talk about using AI agents to find errors in all research papers ever published by humanity. So the ambitions for the project is monstrous. Absolutely monstrous. Bill is better. Now, we also have a huge announcement from, actually, I don't know that I meant to pull this up, but on Friday, they're going to do a space 12 o'clock Friday. I don't know why everyone picks my time to do their spaces, but so be it. By the way, we go live Monday through Friday, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, to talk about decentralized science. They're doing an X space with Circular Network to talk about decentralized science. Is it hope or is it hype? I think it's more than hope and more than hype, but that's just my opinion at least. I'm gonna go ahead and hit that like button just like all of you guys should. We got 22 likes, yet 42 concurrent. They are giving away $100 in it. Now, DeFi Summer, hopefully you're still with us over on X. Hopefully you are still here watching the live stream, because now it's time to talk about Noble Blocks. Noble Blocks has an extension to the platform called Nerd Nuggets. Nerd Nuggets is a game. Let me see who's been playing that game. Let me put a 1 in the chat if you guys have played Nerd Nuggets yet. It is a silly little Telegram game that is tap to earn. Tap to earn money for funding science. It is a unique spin on a mechanism to get money into the hands of academia. It is tap to fund science, and this silly little game now has over 1 million players. Over 1 million players. And a little bit of insider information for you guys if you've been curious. These millions of players are about to be funneled to Noble Blocks. Noble Blocks has been waiting patiently. We've all been waiting patiently for the updates to the platform to go live. They've finally started to say that they are about to be pushing these updates over the next week. It all begins with the submission, almost there. In a few days, let's change how the system works. Stay tuned, our platform is almost here. 111 likes. Our platform is almost ready for testing. We've completely redeveloped everything from scratch, which took some time, but it's been worth the effort. Along the way, we've faced challenges like scammers, opportunists, and fudders, but we've stayed focused and stuck to the plan. It is going live here with the first round of updates very soon, like before the end of the month soon, like very quickly here. Things are about to change for Noble Blocks. And guess what happens after everything goes live? The integration of Nerd Nuggets into Noble Blocks' platform to be the tap to fund science arm, to get money in the hands of these researchers. 22,000 followers, over 1 million players on the game. Things are about to change rapidly for Noble Blocks. But I understand Noble has had a history of promising a lot and pushing back a lot on the timeline. Good things take time. I just got a message from someone. Oh, that's bullish. Let's go. That's a really good message, actually. Really cool message, actually. But nonetheless. Yeah, I would wait patiently for this thing, but the waiting is almost over. So that's kind of the update on it, DeFi Summer. Hopefully that's worth your time here. This is like the thing I want to stress here is that the 1 million users, not all of them are going to go into Noble Blocks, but let's just say for shits and giggles, 1% of them go into it. That is 10,000 individuals getting exposure to Noble Blocks. We go look at Noble Blocks on the charts here. There are 3,000 holders. So we would 3x the amount of holders if only 1% of the people who have played and used Nerd Nuggets went into Noble Blocks. And also pay close attention and watch for a potential launch of a Nerd Nuggets token. You didn't hear it here. Now on to the exciting stuff. Why is it that the market is doing so well today when yesterday was such a tragic day for Bitcoin? And for a lot of the crypto market, we saw a bloody sweeping of the lows here to kind of cut everyone's liquidity loose. Anyone who was leveraged up on this and putting their stop loss just below the swing lows just got liquidated. So the market was able to go ahead and grab a lot of that liquidity, aka that demand for Bitcoin at a lower price. And then we saw some good economic data come out. So if you guys remember, the fear that happened in this wick down in Bitcoin was rooted in the idea that the economy was heating up too quickly, that the Fed was cutting rates and the economy was doing better. We had more job openings. We had less unemployed people. We had a strong economy, and yet the Fed was cutting rates. That was making everyone think inflation was about to pick up and cause a huge burden in the economy, right? If you have a strong economy, high inflation, and the Fed cutting rates, you're just doomed to get a repeat of what just happened. A repeat of what happened in 2021 and 2022, which was making everyone fearful that they would start raising rates again and kind of just destroy everything we had. But what came out today was the PPI numbers, the Producer Price Index. This is, like I said, inflation, but for the producers, not the consumers. And if you kind of go ahead and look at what actually was reported today, you'll understand why everyone was so bullish. So the Producer Price Index went up by 0.2% month over month, which was 50% less than what was expected. So everyone was expecting a 0.4% month over month reading, which would be in line with the previous month over month of 0.4%, which if you annualize is 4.8% inflation for the producers, which would be an increase in inflation. However, we are seeing a headline number that is lower than what everyone was anticipating, core PPI even lower at 0.1%, which is sending the market because they're seeing that inflation is not actually heating up. Remember, Producer Price Index is going to kind of be that little precursor to the Consumer Price Index, right? Because the cost is just going to get passed on to the consumer. If the producer has to shoulder it, they're not going to do it. So we see total final demand 0.2, which is back in line with what it was in September and October, meaning what we saw was a little bit of a boost due to a lot of things. Now, in my humbled opinion, and let's see if we can actually show show the chart here. So we have goods. So goods drove almost all of that, all of it, because services was zero, right? So the goods is what drove it. If you think about it logically for a second, and bear with me, what's going on, Yeti? Let's see if you guys can piece it together in your brain with me, okay? So what might have caused this spike in goods back in November? Yes, obviously the holidays, everyone buying stuff for the holidays, but what happened, specifically what happened in November? Trump was elected president. What is Trump standing on? Trump is aggressively telling all foreign countries, we are bringing jobs back to America. We are going to put a tariff on everything. We're going to charge an aggressive amount of money if you are going to be a business that gets their product outside of the United States. We're going to tax the hell out of it because we are going to cut taxes here in the United States for citizens, and we're going to put the economic burden on everyone who's outside of the US, leeching off the US economy. Good in the long run, bad in the short run, because it's going to cause a spike in numbers and it's going to be more expensive to get your products, right? So what happened? Take it, keep going with me. Hopefully you guys are paying attention and understanding what I'm saying. What happened? Well, all companies that are using foreign producers for their products max bid and bought as much inventory as they could. You can see that in Restoration Hardware, their earnings, they said it. You can see it in a lot of earnings. Restoration Hardware is just the only one that I actually read through because it's a good gauge on the producers in the economy. But I read through their earnings report and they explicitly said, in preparation for tariffs, we went ahead and filled our inventory to the max. So you saw a surge in demand to get as many goods as they possibly could before these tariffs were implemented. So that's what kind of caused that spike over the last couple months. It's back down to a baseline to where it should be. And in my opinion, it's trending lower and lower and lower. It's not inflation that we have to fight. It's deflation due to the innovation and technology. What do you think happens when look at the cost of AI over the last 12 months. It's gone down like 80%. All right, I pulled 80% out of my ass, but you guys can see it in real time. The cost to actually host AI is going down dramatically. Everything is free. Everyone's just making free services in order to actually get the users to get onboarded into their platforms. They want that first mover advantage. And we saw it time and time again that the cheaper the service, the more likely it is you're going to win in the long run. You take that L up front with the non-profitability up front in order to, down the line, turn on that profitability switch. You see it, a perfect example of this is the streaming services. Everything was super cheap, and then all of a sudden everyone started using them and they jacked up the prices over and over and over again until you're paying like 20 bucks a month for Netflix. And you're like, what the hell? I don't even use Netflix. It's pretty genius, but it is a deflationary pressure on the economy, okay? And so I know it's not a happy thing. It's not super agreed upon, but in my opinion, it just is the truth. Now, what else do we have to look forward to before now and Trump getting into office? And Trump getting into office is even something that we need to talk about because day one, he's looking like he's going to be doing some very official acts to promote crypto as the crypto president. We have 48 concurrent viewers. So maybe before I talk about the rest of the economic stuff, I should show you guys these cool things that I got. YouTube's telling me that I should insert an ad because we just hit 50 concurrent, but I'm not going to because I don't have time for ads today. These are official. These are from Trump's campaign. Trump, the crypto president. These are size 12 Bitcoin sneakers. Trump, the crypto president. He is so pro crypto, it hurts. It hurts. Day one. These are for sale, by the way. Anyone who wants them. Collector's edition. There's only 1,000 in the world. And I have one of them. And I'll sell it to you for 1 Bitcoin. Donald Trump. I know I'm going on rants, guys, but it's worth it. So tomorrow, I'm more of a New Balance guy, not a Trump shoes guy. Tomorrow, Wednesday, the 15th, we're seeing the CPI numbers come out. So CPI year over year is expected to come in at 2.9% versus the 2.7 from the previous month. I don't like either of those readings. I'm not certain that the CPI number is going to be the same as the PPI. I think CPI might come in line with what's expected, the 2.9%. I don't want to see a 3. That is the last thing I want to see. If we see a 3, the market's probably going to come down a bit. If we see something less, the market's going to absolutely rip. I'm nervous because PPI is usually a precursor to CPI, and what we saw last reading for PPI is likely going to bleed into the current reading for CPI. We'll have to wait and see. I haven't done any channel checks out there in a while, like gone out to Target and Walmart and the car dealership and everything to go check on prices. I used to do those when CPI was super hot, but I've been kind of convinced that everything is chilling. You can go look at commodities as well, but again, it's kind of lagging indicator to everything. I think we'll be more in line. If we see anything below 2.9, namely 2.8 or 2.7 or less, I think that will absolutely skyrocket in the market. Time will tell. The 16th, we'll get the initial jobless claims. That's going to be pretty interesting to see what it comes out as, because that, again, is a little indicator on how the actual economy is doing. So if we can see jobless claims come in better than expected, while CPI and PPI also came in better than expected, surprise, surprise, the market's probably going to do really, really well. Housing starts, I have a strong feeling this is going to be a miss to the downside. The housing market is not in a good spot, especially with the 10-year absolutely ripping. We've been watching the 10-year pretty closely lately. The 10-year going up so much is probably going to limit any new housing starts, because this is the functional interest rate. Like, this is more akin to your mortgage. So mortgages are likely going back up to like the 6 and the 7% mark for people. So I don't think we'll see a good housing market start, but that's okay. It is what it is. And then we have Trump's inauguration on the 20th. Let's go, C90. Thank you for that gifted membership. Yorin, welcome in to the chat. Welcome in to those investors. And then after Trump's inauguration, we'll see some interesting activities from him. Not only is Trump getting inaugurated, but we also see Gary Gensler resigning. He said when Trump got elected that once Trump was inaugurated, he would be resigning. Let's not forget about that. Crypto adversary number one, crypto enemy number one in the United States is going to be resigning the day that Trump gets into office. That is crazy. That is crazy. Hopefully it actually still happens. Almost missed it live. I know, it was almost super sad. I think every day, C90, since we turned on the memberships, you started gifting every day. So I really do appreciate that. Thank you. It means a lot to the charity that it will be going to, but it means a lot to me on top of that, because it's just a proof of concept almost. Like, it feels really good. One Litecoin, take it or leave it. Absolutely not, Zach. I'll take one Dogecoin though. How much for Bill Nye sneakers? Ooh, one Noble coin. Oh my God. Noble Blocks also was incredibly unlucky with their timing. Last year in March, on the peak of the market, the pre-sale went live and they launched in June when market was down, if I remember correctly. Yes, Noble Blocks had an awful time so far. They launched at the end of last leg in the market, which was super unfortunate. You can see the spike that they had, right? As soon as the market started turning around a little bit here and DeSci caught a bid, we saw Noble Blocks go up 800%. So the buying pressure is there. They're just waiting patiently to prove themselves. But the market was just constantly bleeding the whole time Noble's been in existence. And on top of that, we had that third-party hack to Hedgie, which caused a mass dilution event, right? A mass dilution event, which basically just ruined everyone's sentiment, except for mine. I have not only held every single token that I have, but I've also scooped some up along the way. As we continue to go down lower and lower, I have maintained the most loyal holder of Noble Blocks, and I can guarantee it. I can almost guarantee it. But we have a lot of cool things happening once Trump's in office. So just in, Telegram's TON blockchain to expand to the US. Let's go. That's in anticipation, I imagine, of Gary Gensler being removed and Trump getting in office, because TON, if you believe it or not, Telegram blockchain integration has not really been allowed in the United States. It's been very difficult to use anything in crypto in the United States. So super exciting to see a difference here. Just in, President-elect Trump expected to issue executive orders related to crypto policies in his first day in office. That's going to be super exciting for people. And I do think what we're going to see is a rip, an absolute rip into Trump getting in office over the next week. Monday next week he gets in office. I think that might mark another little bit of a local top. However, I do believe we're going to be ripping into him getting into office. We just swept the lows, grabbed some of that liquidity, got people out of their positions who were over leveraged. Now it's time to start heading back up to the circle that we drew. I really do believe that we will be hitting that. You can even see here the divergence in Bitcoin, where we saw a straight line on the RSI, we double bottomed on the RSI. Simultaneously, we put in a lower low in the chart. That is a bullish divergence. The same thing that we saw on Dynex here, right here. We saw the RSI get a higher low while the chart was getting a lower low. This is about to rip, I believe, to the top of the channel. I really do believe over the next month, we will see Dynex rip above 40 cents. And then they'll be doing all of their talk in Amsterdam and unveiling a lot of really, really world-shattering news. Like, not just crypto shattering, not just like normal compute breaking, but what they're going to be announcing at the event in the beginning of March is going to change the foundation of how the world views computation forever. They open Pandora's box and they're going to be showcasing you what was inside. Sneak peek, it was alive. Haha, get it? I will settle for trend shattering news. Yeah, no, I agree, C90. If we can just go ahead and break above this downward channel, if we could just go ahead and break above here, come back down, test it, and then start takeoff, I'll be very happy. Thoughts on Zaya AI? I think it's a really good project. I think that they will have a good time. I've been seeing a lot of nonsense with the pre-sale. I've been seeing a lot of nonsense with the pre-sale. I don't have any information on it. I'm sorry. I have not. I've been waiting for Josh to get back to me on updated info. I'm probably going to be helping them out a little bit, and I will be talking about them more on the channel because Josh and Leo are both super excited on it. So I'm like, you might as well get super excited as well. I don't know, Zach. I don't know. Make a video about A0 as project. Sell shoes in bear market for 2 Bitcoin and wait for the next bull. Well, I was hoping that we would see some excitement with Trump getting in office, and I was hoping that I could have made the sale before Trump got into office. Buy the rumor, sell the news, but we'll see. Hopefully there's some excessive euphoria when Bitcoin is peaking and I can sell the shoes because Trump will have been the cause of it, you know? Try 0x DNX, bullish. Dynex is not on Dex Screener, but 0x DNX is. Dynex is not on Dex Screener because it is its own layer 1 blockchain, okay? And so you're not going to see it on Dex Screener because, well, Dex Screener doesn't have the capabilities to show. But this is wrapped Dynex, which you can get and put into the DHIP incentive, the Dynex holder incentive program, and earn roughly 9% extra to your bag just by holding it there, as long as the jobs continue to grow, which they are. Spoiler, they will continue to grow, especially after the announcement in Amsterdam, the beginning of March. I cannot be more excited. You have to paste the 0xDNXCA to see it on Dex Screener. I don't think you do. I'm pretty sure this is it. I'm gonna go ahead and post this in the chat. Bam. Can someone make a comment that says, please like the live so that I can pin it? There is a wrapped Dynex. Yes, correct, Smart Money, correct. Let's see. What else shall we talk about? We can continue to go on the more and more bullish news coming out for Bitcoin, or better, let's go look at BTC.D, the Bitcoin dominance. It's getting rejected by the 100-day moving average. Hopefully that stays true and we actually get the strong rejection down into the circle that I drew. I was off a little bit with the circle, but I'm hoping we still get a fill on that circle. If we do, expect your bags to absolutely skyrocket. My expectations on dominance are pretty conducive. I think we go down pretty aggressively, and then I think we slow down and come down here. Then I think we ride up to this bubble, and then we see a split. Either the market cycle peak is in, and if we do get a peak in Q1, I believe dominance goes back up into here and the cycle is over. If we do not, I think we rapidly come down here to 49%. The reason why I'm drawing these circles around here is because if you go to the weekly and include back the other moving averages that we love using here, you'll see Bitcoin dominance breaking down to this circle is a touchdown to the 50-day moving average. If we break below the 50-day moving average, which I firmly believe we will, we go to the 100-day moving average, which will ride for a month or three. And then either we break back up and continue the uptrend with more and more dominance getting to Bitcoin, or we come down to the 200-day moving average where we find support. And then if it is a super cycle, we break down all the way. If it's not, we don't. Either way, I don't know what's going to happen. One thing I do want to talk about, which I just heard on Discover Crypto's live stream. So Discover Crypto was live talking about how the Ethereum ETF is supposedly going to be introducing yield, meaning people who have staked their Ethereum, aka BlackRock in this case, BlackRock staking the Ethereum they have in the fund, can now pay a yield on the Ethereum ETF. If that's true, we see an explosion of Ethereum holders. We just hit 55 concurrent, which is super bullish. I appreciate all of you guys for being here. We go live Monday through Friday, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to talk about decentralized science and the broader crypto economy and the macro economy and literally whatever I feel like talking about because it's my page and you guys just have to suck it up and deal with it or contribute. It's up to you guys. I guess I'm being a little bit aggressive. Again, I took a stimulant today, so my brain's going a million miles an hour. But if we do see yield go to the Ethereum ETF, what do you think is going to happen to all the people who want exposure to crypto who are dividend hunters? We talked about dividends the other day. This would be like dividends without the immediate dilution events, right? That's really cool. That would be people receiving payment just for holding some crypto in their portfolio. That means that 2% allocation that BlackRock advises their clients to do into crypto assets, maybe you see 75% go to Bitcoin, 25% go to Ethereum. That is a monstrous rally in Ethereum if that does take place. Like button to the moon. Let's go. Let's pin that. Pin that message, baby. Sorry, C90, I see yours, but oh, wait a second. We're going to be replacing it with Yetis because it has fancy emojis. Paul over on X says, there is a project called Preprints. What's your view on the project? I think that it's a good project. They're doing a lesser version of Research Coin and Noble. However, I imagine they're starting out their journal pretty soon. It would be the only logical thing to do here. If we go to Preprints, I think that they're a strong contender for a DeSci project. They have their own agent as well, SPHNX. Make the Sphinx say the forbidden word to claim the prize pool and contribute to improving AI privacy. All attempts are public. So they have their own agent here, which is pretty unique. They actually started teasing this agent around the same time that Bill was created. So they've been working on it for a while as well. She, who isn't on the live chat instead of top chat. I don't know what that means. Got it, thanks. Of course, David. Can't see my message on the live. I can see it. Zaya presale is on now. That's cool. Let's go over to Zaya. Let's see if they've been talking about it. Zaya AI, a digital pathology company developing AI models to enhance the power of pathologists. Fast and accurate diagnosis, leveraging AI and blockchain in healthcare. They got a big investment, $20 million investment from Rollman Management Digital. A little bit less than the Dynex investment. Dynex got 50 million, but that's okay. Money is money, right? 20 million. It's a good chunk of money. I'm not gonna sneeze at it. Community is growing for sure. Oh, here we go. You can participate in the IDO with USDT on BNB chain. Join here. Please make sure to have enough BNB to cover the gas fees. I bet I get IP restricted here. No. So total raise 300,000. Deal progress 0. Tokens purchased 0. That's mine, I imagine. I might contribute. We'll see. Why does it think I'm in the UK? F the UK. I'm not trying to get arrested for saying something inappropriate on stream. I'll take a closer look into it and kind of give you guys an update over in the Discord chat. Discord group is growing rapidly, so I appreciate all the new people there. Zaya presale almost full. Only 3,000 left. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. I need to get in. No, I'm just kidding. Did you say F to the UK? Yes, I did. And I'll say it again. F the UK. They're arresting people who criticize child rapists, but letting the child rapists go with a minor punishment. They're giving higher sentencings to people who criticize people who commit atrocious acts than the people who actually committed them. F the UK. A little bit of a tangent. I don't mean to kill the mood there. I'm sorry. Again, I'm a little bit amped up today. But back to decentralized science. Good morning, Vitamin C CTO. Welcome into the X live stream. I made quite a bit of money off of your coin. I will say that. VC. Vitamin C down to $371,000 market cap. Got into this thing after that first little pump, held on for a little bit, and then saw some crazy explosion. I did not sell out of everything, but I did take some profits in this initial little pump right here. And then I was like, oh my God, this is a real project going to the moon. And it's down a little bit, but I see you guys. I see you guys. Yeah. I mean, yeah, F the USA thinking they control the world. I agree. I completely agree. F to any bureaucracy in which the leaders of that bureaucracy believe that they are inherently entitled to better things than the rest of the populace. F to any organization out there which harvests value from small organizations and small groups of people, community, the masses, in order to enrich themselves and line their own pockets. F to any organization that takes advantage of the people of the world just in order to secure their spot in the elite circle. I would agree with that. I noticed Dynex has a big Russian community. Oh shit. Riot! Riot! Those investors, we are going to be, or I should say, DeSci SHILLERS. Today we will be raiding the Capitol. Just kidding. Just kidding. Just kidding. It's too late though. It's too late. We're building oranges. Lots of collabs coming up. I know. I see it. I see it. Pat, you've seen Marie Curie, DeSci Pioneer. It's only a $63,000 market cap. I know, smart money. That investor, I hear libertarian. Libertarian with a hint of voting. Yeah. More libertarian than not. However, I do also understand the importance of voting. So I'm not a libertarian who's not going to go out and partake. As you guys know, like I do small lobbying efforts in the United States to try and help crypto regulations and pass regulations here in the US. We're about to actually go into session. So if anyone who is watching this right now is a DAO and wants to help write the legislation for DAOs in the United States, hit me up in the DMs. We're about to go into session again, and I need to find a sponsor for the DAO bill in the state of Florida, which would make it, by the way, Florida is a zero income tax state. The state of Florida needs some DAO legislation, and it's pay to play. So if anyone wants to help write the legislation to get DAOs legalized in the state of Florida and subsequently the United States, right? We saw the anti-CBDC bill started in Florida by our good friend Sam. and do the lobbying efforts with Sam Arms. We passed that, or he passed it. I didn't help with that one. And then other states started picking it up, making central bank digital currencies illegal in their states. The same thing I want to do for DAOs, to make DAOs legal in the United States. Because as we're seeing in crypto, most people are starting DAOs. They're kind of segueing their projects to become a DAO. Any multi-sig wallet is technically a DAO if you look at it legally. And so I do need some help sponsoring a DAO bill if you guys are interested. To any founder or anyone really who wants to help write this legislation, hit me up. Because we're about to go into session, and so it's important. Sam is at the Capitol right now, actually. No, Sam Arms is actively at the Capitol. I'll go ahead and give you this so you guys can go follow him. And he is doing his initial meetings today, 12 meetings to push Florida's strategic Bitcoin reserve. So that's what he's working on right now. And yeah. If you guys want to help contribute, hit me up. Still like the live, guys. Come on, please. But it's still small. What are your thoughts about it? I think Maria could ever marry Bill. I don't know. Bill's kind of living his bachelor life. I do think Maria is a good project, right? Obviously, any initiative to push crypto forward, I'm a fan of. Or to push DeSci forward, I'm a fan of. So if Marie is going to be helping push decentralized science forward, then yeah, let's go, Marie. Bullish. It's also on Creator Bid, and I do own some. I bought some, I think at like 130,000 or something. I don't remember the market cap I purchased it at, but I did buy a pretty heavy bag into Marie. As a mod, I report a random 18 people that didn't like the live. God damn it, guys. Who didn't like the live? Mods! He DM'd about it. Let's go, Vitamin C. Let's go. That would be huge. That'd be huge. Should we open the DM right now? Oh, I did say I was going to open a DM for someone on live. Who was it? It was in the chat. Smart Money. Can I open the DM on live, Smart Money? Oh, you're talking about Marie. Oh, and you locked your tokens. My bad, dude. My bad. Let me go ahead and get you that Bill Diamond Club members. We have 62 members in the chat right now. Anyone who holds Bill tokens, my AI agent, anyone who is holding on to Bill, go ahead and head over to creator.bid, okay? Creator.bid, and I want you to, no, we're not doing feet picks. Go over to creator.bid, okay, and click on Bill Nye the DeSci guy, and I want you to hit this diamond member button, okay? And I want you to lock up some of your tokens, and then I want you to DM me a screenshot of it on Telegram. Once you've done that, I will add you to the Diamond Member Club for Bill Nye. There, you will, 1, farm some Creator Bid airdrop points, 2, get access to exclusive information about Agent Bill and updates that are coming, 3, have potential future rewards and incentives for being a Diamond member. As you can see here, Bill has $26,000 in his treasury. He's earning money every single time someone sells his token. He earns 2% of that sale, and it's amounted to $26,000 or 8.23 ETH. He also did a paid gig in which he was literally an influencer for Hempy, talked about their product right before they launched, and earned 160,000 Hempy tokens, which currently is $180, but I'm very bullish on Hempy. I also gave him some of his own token so that he could hold on to it and be bullish on his own project. That's worth quite a bit of money right now too. But every time someone sells, they're contributing to this treasury. And I think that being in the Diamond Members Club is by far worth it, especially with some of the announcements that will be happening over the next couple of weeks. If you know, you know. Did Yeti ever get a free membership? I don't think so. I'm holding my Bill Nye so I can be the last non-diamond member. God damn it, C90. My buddy Tank needs to get added. Okay, I'll go through my DMs right after this live stream and add a bunch of people into it. Starting with Smart Money. And Smart Money, that DM was bullish to shill Marie. Again, I hold some Marie. You can actually see right here. I hold some. Is that Marie? No, I hold it in a different wallet. Never mind. Bullish. The agents are taking over, baby. The last thing I wanted to talk about, okay? Ooh, Spec Truth. I'm a retired securities attorney from Florida. I'll telegram you. Spec, I feel honestly really bad because I've not been responding to your want for a call. If you can hop on a call right after this live stream, then let's do it. Are you available right after this live? Disclosure Crypto. Man, could look at Gari Network once. I did. I believe I looked at it last time you asked. Sure? All right, thank you. I don't mean to be ignoring you at all, my guy. I'm not ignoring you. I see it. I've just been overwhelmed and stressed, but we're on fire today. We are on top of the world today. Gari is just not, there's something in my gut says I'm not interested in it. Today is a great day. Good. Good. I don't have a reason for you, Disclosure, for me not liking Gari. It's just something about it says I don't like it. And so I'm sorry, but I have too many things going on to invest in Gari. What do you think right now about VSB? You know, we've been sitting at 50 concurrent viewers for pretty much the entire live stream. So appreciate all you guys for being here. Truly. VSB. What is VSB? VSB. Virtual? What is VSB? Hey Anon. Is that VSB? Hey Anon? I think it's bullish. I do. It was the same. The person who created this is the same person who created Time Wonderland. I don't know super much about this project, but I do know that DeFi Daddy, aka Nathan, is super bullish on it. And if he's bullish on it, I'm bullish on it. He is really good at spotting value. Really good at spotting value. When is Mama Pat coin launching? Mods! Oh, VXV, not Hanon. What is even the ticker? The ticker's Anon, so I don't know why it came up. VXV. I believe that VXV is a cool project. I believe it is also old news. I think they'll do good. Why can't I just pull it up? Isn't it in the DeSci category? Control F, VXV. Is it not in DeSci category anymore? VXV, Vector Space Biosciences. I've done a lot of videos on them. Oh, VXAI now. They're using artificial intelligence pretty powerfully. Oh, come on. VXAI, is this it? Oh, Spell Ninja, get it right. VAIX, although I should just know it, to be honest. That is the role that I've been taking. VAIX. There we go. I wonder what the rebranding was for. Ooh. I think they'll pop. I think they'll pop up, but I don't know that they'll ever get back to the previous high. Yeah, I don't know that they'll ever get back to $17, but I do think they have a good shot at popping up a bit and being relevant because they are good. They are doing some pretty powerful things. It's just I don't see them in the mainstream conversation anymore. Ironic name indeed. Indeed. Okay, guys. Your time is your most valuable asset. Hopefully this was worth paying attention to and investing your time into. Again, market's doing good today because PPI, aka inflation for producers, is not as hot as the market was expecting, which means the economy is heating up and inflation is still cooling off, which means golden bull run type material activated. We will see if that continues to be the case. If it does, and we continue to get some more good data like this, then what you could expect is for some more Fed rate cuts moving into this year. Right now, I don't think the market's expecting any, maybe just one. But if we're seeing a stronger and stronger economy and inflation continues to go down, it incentivizes the Fed to turn that money printer back on to kind of, or no, it does not. It does not incentivize the Fed to do that actually, but it allows for what they have already done to be accepted by the market. So economy strong, inflation down equals good market conditions. Top 5 DeSci plays. I don't know that I could do that, to be completely honest. The top 5 DeSci plays are all of decentralized science. I really don't think I can narrow it down to just 5. There's too many good ones. And it depends on what it is you're interested in. Plus, I am paid by more than 5 DeSci projects, and so my take is going to be biased no matter how I spin it. Your time is your most valuable asset. Hopefully this is worth investing it into, and I will see you guys in the DeSci Shillers chat. Please welcome in the new members with open arms and broadcast